get this garden watered. I've been harding off the pheno hunt that I've been doing since it was like September I started it. It's been a journey, and I'm in love with my new setup here that I'm perfecting for the future. Tighter canopies, more product in a smaller environment. So instead of having a bunch of branches, I'm focused on all flower. And then the tomatoes, same concept. They're not, the new start isn't doing as good as I wanted it to. And I did stress the tomatoes outside as well, harding them off. They went through frost. Several didn't make it. The ones that are making it or haven't even got phased, it didn't even hurt them, the frost. That's pretty cool. Again, for the future. I'm going to be working them. I'm going to be breeding them for the next year. Stronger genetics. Hi, Shivam. It is, gosh, it's like 10 in the morning. I'm in Sacramento, California. C Zone, C9, California, Sacramento. Did you guys hear that crack? I'm gonna go hit this hose. Gotta get the tomatoes watered and then the cannabis. Might be a little cold still for the new tomato starts, but I'm hoping for some sprouts. Oh, gosh. And exhale the cookie crumbles. right. Time to water the Fino Hunt. I'm very, very excited about the tomatoes, I'll be honest. The way they went through that winter, a couple weeks I had them outside, and a few that I actually thought that completely died, they're coming back. Really, really cool. Really strong root system. Let me show you. Hi, Vanity. India 1 a.m. Thank you so much for subscribing. Let's see. Let me give you guys the view. A better view. There we go. Let me turn the camera around. So these are the tomatoes. As you can see, it looks like it died. The winter frost hurting them, coming back. And then some, like this right here. Check this one out. Root system. So that frost hurt them, but it didn't finish them. The new baby shoots are coming up. Cherry tomato. 8 years in the works, 9th, something like that. Started with a beef cherry, Olga's. Crossed it with a cherry. It had a lot of fruit on it, and it was very hardy as well. It was able to survive the winter, sitting right next to the beef. And so I've got now fruit that looks almost like a beef or almost like a cherry or halfway. It's pretty cool. Check this one out. Ooh, that's a good one. I like her. Look at that. Very big. Very juicy. Well, this is a funny one. Look at this one. So these are all from the same mom and dad, but you're going to get different styles of plants. And they're in the fabric pot, so the roots can grow right through. So you just put this in the ground, boop, and you off. You are growing. Look at that. I really like her. It's pretty cool. Check this one out. Check that out. Look how hairy she is. Smells too, like tomato. Very potencies, very strong smells. So yes, as you can see, some are completely dead. Didn't make it. Some are coming back. Died. Well, actually it's not even dead yet. The root system's still there. You can actually graft tomato like a potato. Something like that. Oh, the cool things we're doing now with farming. The Fino Hunt. So I'm hearting her off. As you can see, they're not dead. Once I give them water, they'll come back. And if it doesn't, then I understand why this one is growing better than this one. So I wouldn't want this boy pollen. Well, it depends what I'm looking for. Maybe this one has more flavor, different kind of tissue, different maybe chemical breakdown. This one, as you can see, nice and strong. Maybe has a bigger root system, obviously, from the size. You never know until you start experimenting, stressing them out, giving them maybe a little extra water, seeing which ones survive, because you get root rot if you have a plant sitting in water. So the plants that I've got are very, very good at sitting in water. And then as well for the drought, no water. As you can see, they're hardening off, meaning I'm stressing them as much as I can right now to actually literally kill off the not so healthy ones. Whatever the reason may be that they didn't survive in such a tight canopy. This is a 512 cell. Oh, I want to turn on more light. 512 cell, each one loaded with a seed. Look at the root systems. Ooh, look at that. Now that is what I call, that's what I call some roots. So once I'm ready to start transplanting them, I'm gonna cut all this off and make sure they come out really nice and easy out of these little cells. Let me see if I can do them for you right now. They're all labeled. I've got two different kind of girls or plants, excuse me. Same genetics. It's what I've been working for 12 years, Jack Herrera. Though there's 34 plants from last year's harvest out of 20,000 plants that I've started. Again, they all could have been great in farming. I just didn't have the opportunity, the property. Though I picked out my favorites. And I put about 800 in the ground. And whatever out of those made it, that's what I've kept around. And each plant has a different character trait, different growth pattern. I actually have horns. When I say horns, the actual full plant in my backyard here. Bada bing, bada boom. There they are. So this plant, they're all numbered and dated. And as you can see, the root system, I get to see that, the design of it. I get to see the material, the tissue, that's different too. And the growth pattern. This one came out with a cool two-forked. I didn't clean them. I wanted to make sure they were all natural. Cleaning means sending the energy, cleaning these little branches all here, and then creating a bigger canopy. I actually didn't feed them either. They actually all grew outdoors. Wanted to, again, do my the main pheno hunt stress before I go really commercially. And that was another reason I started 20,000 seeds last year, to see the breakdown, the females to males to Hermes. And bottom line, they all came out great. You always get a few bad ones here and there, but this is what is number? This is number 2. So I have a bag somewhere with number 2, and I will know now how number 2 is going to be growing, the pattern of it. So where's my XXX? Okay, this is XXX5. This is XX5, and you see how tight and long it came out? And then the tissue, it's beautiful. It's like purplish. I feel like I've got a plum cross in here somehow, like a fruit cross. I don't know how that came out, but something came out of Romulan for sure. Number 1, I believe I'm growing her. Yeah, this is number 1. So I've got the pink tag that you saw is the XXX. So this is number 1. I decided to run with 1 because it's number 1. And then this right here is my baby, the mama, the beauty. Oh my gosh, look at this. Special XXXX. There she is. Number 10. Let me get this out in some sun light. So this is the pink tag that you saw. Look at the root system on that. Again, unfed, untouched. Let them do naturally their own thing. I could have trained it. You could send energy to the main channels. As you can see, this is the big channel. And then you got some sides. Hold on, let me see if I can hold this with my legs. Uh-oh, it's raining and I got extension cord. All right, so let's see here. Mamma mia, a lot going on. All right, look at these root systems. The main two channels would be from here. So you got this thick, beautiful trunk. And then you see how the size of it, they're small here, small here, small here, thicker, thicker, thicker. And then this one's a lot thicker. And then this is like the main stem. And then as you can see, they get thicker. So you would keep the thickest ones. And you'd clean this, boop, clean this, clean all these little ones. And if I wanted to really create a bigger bush, better flower, because more energy is going to go to the main channels, that's how you'd clean it. About food, you got to give them food. Yes, I got natural compost, worm castings, worms. They're growing, doing their natural thing, natural microbe, active soil. But you do want to give it food. That's always a nice thing to do. Anyways, this is my backyard. Fruit trees out here. That's a Japanese plum. She's really extending this year. The fig over there. Some citruses. Citrus. 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 Another citrus. 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 That's a citrus. Citrus. There's a fruit tree over there and a fruit tree over here that's blooming. Unbelievable. February. Hopefully the frost doesn't kill off the flowers. So anyways, that's the shebangity bang. And all these obviously have their own number. And even little ones like this, XXX6, the reason they're smaller, I didn't train them. I didn't do anything to them. But bottom line, I still got them labeled. At least I'll know their previous growth. Let me show you a couple other ones. This is from last year. Look at these. When I say last year, a couple years ago. This is when you train it. This is how they look. You start sending the main channels energy to the right here channel. You got this channel. Keep it nice and clean. Nice tight bush. All flower. That's the whole point of the sativa and this whole hunt that I've been doing for 12 years. Is the material, how unbelievably strong it is, amazing, how tight it can grow. The root system is no joke either. These are not labeled. This bush was supposed to be my best one, but it just died on me. You never know. Root rot, something, not root rot, root rot. You never know. But I'm not mad. This is where I really trained her. So you see these main channels? Great example, right, of the phenols that I'm working with. So these are parents, great parents, great grandpas, I guess, grandpa and grandma. Well, this is grandma. She's a girl. That created the seeds that I've been now starting the F11. This is F10. F11 is running. No, excuse me, this is F9. This is F9. F10 is the one, the plants that I'm growing. These are F10s. F9. And I'm starting F11s now. So I'm starting the babies from this one, like I showed you. The XXX. And then this one. Where's she at? Ah, one. One. There we go. Something about her that I named her one. When I harvested her. I need to be keeping a journal too. I've been doing feeding journals and garden journals, but I'm talking about like a ledger, an actual ledger to the whole pheno hunt, from character traits to everything. So that was XXX that you saw, and number 1. Perfect. From here, I'm gonna show you how to pop some of these off. So I don't want to hurt the root system, so I'm gonna make sure they're unattached from the main tray, from the bottom, before I pop them out. And when you pop them out, they're gonna be in a tight little circle, tight little clay, little baby, little cutie patootie. You understand what I'm saying now? This is the plant. This is the next. I don't know if it's a girl or a boy. It hasn't sexed yet. It hasn't showed me the boy parts. So for the most part, it's gonna be a girl, because girls always sex longer. Anyways, here's another one. So this compared to this, you see the difference? If I'm gonna be pheno hunting, I'm looking for the best, strongest ones. Look how strong this is. I'm shaking it, and there is, look at that, hardening it off. You get a lot stronger when you start sexing them. And I'm putting them through stress, winter stress. This one, a lot softer, as you can see. I mean, I'm basically bending it in half. This, I can't. I'm gonna hurt it. Not hurt it, actually. When you pinch it, it heals and grows back stronger. I actually should be putting some of these in the pots. So the tomatoes that have died off, the ones that aren't making it, a little tobacco, a little tobacco. Yeah, a little tobacco. You guys see the hairs on them? There's another one. So I'm going to be putting some of my favorite girls. Sorry, my hands are so shaky. Put my favorite girls in these pots. Little cube. As you can see, there's a little cube it's sitting in. Before you put it in, make sure you take the little bottom, kind of break it up a little. Nice even root system. Pop it in, and you set. Boom. I'd put a little more dirt on top of that. And let the games begin. You got yourself a plant. And now, for sexing, you need 12-12 light. And now to bring them back to veg, 18-6. So I'm going to be bringing back my girls. My favorite ones. So this is one that's showing me she's a girl. There's little pistils. And she's huge. This would be one of my favorites picks. I should be breaking the root system down from the tray because I don't want to hurt it. Opa. Oh man, look at this root system. I want to do another one. There she goes. Perfect. So she had a couple, or they were both growing together in the same cell. As you can see, must have put 2 seeds in the cell, and they still grew massive, very strong. And this is XXX. Yes, XXX. This is XXX. Look at this. Look at this. Look at that stock. And again, is growing together with this one, so it's taking energy from this one. Look at that root system. Look at that tap root. That's another thing from a seed. You get the main tap root. It just goes and goes. From a clone, you don't get that. All right, let me separate this. Boom. So you got one little Plansky, and then you got another one. Very strong. Very powerful. I can pinch the stem down here. Up here. A little bit, yeah. Oh yeah. She's beauty. The sativa. I feel like she's a sativa kush. But don't judge me. Man, I want her in a bigger pot. I got these pots that I should be getting outside and put some of my favorite girls in them. Get it started. Little fabric pot, little 1-galloner. They're very cute, very nice. And then get them on these shelves. LED lights. They might not fit. I might need to switch things up. Oh yeah, I got that triple. Boop, boop. Couple down here. Couple big ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's the game. Now I gotta water them. I gotta make sure they're nice and wet. Oh yeah, I gotta put her still in the ground. I can soak them. That's another thing you do. Give them a pre-soak. This water here. Let's see here. Ooh. There we go. Couple trays. Put these cuties in here. And what I like to do, give them some rooting hormone. Rooting hormone is, check this out. There's my little food collection. All of it's organic. If you did use something non-organic, it's not gonna be the end of the world. As long as it's not in flour or you flush it. I like to grow organics personally. And from seed, you get different tissue, different flour. Azos. Extreme gardening. Beneficial bacteria. Natural growth promoter. Great for vegetables, fruit, herbs, and flowers. All organic. For rooting, cuttings, transplants. 5 gallons, you can see. 2 tablespoons, very strong concentrate. And it's powdered form. Oh, come on. I really need somebody's help here. I need somebody's help. Come open this. Alright, let's see here. It does not want to open. Try to give it a little bit. No. I gotta set it down. All right. Well, y'all get the whole. You guys got the drill. Let me reverse this. Boom. All right.
Alright.
Azos. Extreme gardening.
Alright. Now the water. I'm changing up my game plan. I'm bringing them outside. I'm seeing a little mold on a few of these trays, which isn't a bad thing. Because those are the ones that are dying off. I don't want to work with them. That's why I have such strong genetics. Mold is a big problem with farming. I'm very blessed to be able to work so many seeds and really get the best genetics out there. I'm gonna have you guys look at this. I need it recorded as well, the view. All right. So you see the ones that are doing very, very, very good. And then when you start opening it up, you start seeing some damage, if there is any. Just a little mold right there, which isn't a bad thing. Just need to get them transplanted, cleaned up, give them a spray, pesticide spray. There's a couple right there. I gotta clean it. I gotta get it out of here. So you pull that. That is a dead cannabis plant. Believe it or not, it's still alive. It's still dying. That's how strong these genetics are. So in here I've got some that are a good plant, strong plant, but I've got some mold building on here. You get them in the ground, more place. The reason they're molding is because it's such a tight setup. 512 cells. Nobody does this. I ran a few tests last year and they survived and did really well. So this year I decided to do all 512s. It's a tight canopy. Jeez. So it's still surviving. As dry as it is. There's some girls over there. You see them? Another girl. Some boys. Girl back there. Oh, she's nice. I like her sugar. Look at that. Can't wait to do tissue culture. Always been wanting to. It's got so much going on. Look at that. That's a nice girl. She's already got beautiful butt structure. Oh, you can see that close. Alrighty. Oh yeah, let me show you the center of this. Nice and clean. But I'm finding a few. So this one molding a little bit, and it needs water. For the most part, they're nice and healthy, nice and strong. This is stressing and training them as well. They actually like this. They grow back stronger and harder. Spreading them out, building that root system. The stalk as well. can give them a nice good watering. And I don't want to hit the tops yet, because the boys are going to be creating pollen, and the girl pistons are going to be catching it. And pollen, once it gets wet, it dies. Oh, there's some moldiness right in there, as you can see. So all this I had to clean. Pulled a couple plants out that could be keepers. Look how tiny they are, and they survived. Really good root systems. All it needs is a good home, some love, and you in business. All right. Gotta clean these out. So I gotta go around and clean up all these trays. And then look at this, a little baby started late. That's really cool. I wonder what that is. I've had a few of these late starters. Look at this one. Look how tiny that is for the moon, Mars. You'd want tight, small canopies. All right. Let's see here. I gotta get to watering. Oh, I like her. She's so colorful. I love how beautiful she looks. This is a Hermie. It's got boy parts and girl parts. Those little hairs, the girl parts, and those are the boy parts. Pollen sacs. I don't like working with Hermes. I know you can work with them and do stuff with them. All right. Oh, look at him. It's a pretty boy. Beautiful. Look at this girl. Otto. Not Otto, Hermie. You can see little pistons, pistils. Flower with both legs. Pollen. Alright. Time to get this watering on. Or am I going to move them outside? That is the question. Okay, I'm double changing on my game plan. Back to the official, original plan. Keep them in the garage. Nice and warm. I gotta start the light cycle up again, where it's 18 hours and 6 hours off. So they start vegging instead of flowering. All right. So, I'm gonna put these cuties in the pot. Give them a chance to run. Bada bing, bada boom. It is raining cats and dogs in Sacramento. The other thing I need is a fan. I broke mine.
I had a really big, nice one.
That moved a lot of air in this room.
And it fell, and the motor burned down. Need to take it apart. Alrighty, showtime. You guys see? Should I give you guys a better view? There we go. I'm trying to. I mean, I can hit the tops if I wanted to, but I'm trying to miss it. I want the palm to start getting creative. I'm having fun with this. This is my first hunt for this coming up year. I would like to do more. I've got the seeds and everything. Probably about 100,000 seeds. My biggest harvest was 2017. 50 pounds of clean sifted seeds. Probably another 30, 40 pounds of keep. That's how you make those. These can get hit from the top. And so these hatch flowers. You're not supposed to hit tomato flowers. Same concept. You won't get fruit. wish I could do a side view. Interesting. Alright. Different angle. Dancing with the tripod. Much better. Chill it. That was fun. Hope y'all enjoyed the watering.